And I'll tell you, when Queensberry announced a magnificent 7 show, you know what you're going to get. You know you're going to get champions, contenders, prospects, you're going to get rivals, you're going to get a little bit of everything. And what you're going to get is an unforgettable night for British boxing. That's coming up December 7th, a magnificent 7 show at Wembley Arena. Let's speak first to the man who is making this all happen. Get through it. Give us the sort of intro here. What another brilliant show.
We brought Magnificent 7 to London. We've been doing it around the country, Midlands, and we thought, let's do one there at Wembley. So we put it on, Christmas cracker, early Christmas present for everybody in boxing. And look at the card. Great matchups, great fights, not a bad fight on the card, all excellent quality matches, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it.
Plenty to look forward to. Let's start with a young man in making his way in his career. Now 12-0 in Royston Barney Smith, touted by many as one of the best prospects in world boxing. He returns to action on this show. And Royston, actually, it was almost 3 years ago, you made your professional debut at this arena. What a 3 years it's been. How are you feeling about this one?
No, sure, it's been a great 3 years of professional boxing now, and I want to thank, first and foremost, Frank Warren for making this happen for me. He's been a great manager and a great promoter, and I can't wait to proceed on the 7th of December and put on another great show, on another great card.
We were out at your call last time. It was Carlos Rayo who was the unfortunate victim that night. Only took a couple of rounds, and how'd you look back on it?
No, it was great preparation for that fight. I didn't really know a lot about him. He had a decent record, and I thought I was going to get in there for a harder night's work than I was. But luckily, I got in there and got the job done in 2 short rounds and put on a good performance.
Got to ask you as well. Earlier on this year, you were sat at a press conference table where you looked down and you saw Archie Sharp and you saw Ryan Garner. They were about to fight each other. And I asked you, where'd you place yourself? And you said, I think I'm number 1. How far genuinely do you think you are away from the likes of Archie Sharp, Ryan Garner?
I would like to fight Archie Sharp sooner than Adeleye, to be honest with you. I know in Wales, it's only boxing, to be honest, but I wouldn't mind fighting him. There's a few other British fighters I've got in mind at the minute, and next year I'm going to look to take some titles off him.
Right, let's bring in your promoter and manager, Frank Warren. A very exciting prospect here in Royston. Really backs himself to go all the way.
Look, he's done everything that's been asked. We promoted him. He's got to come through this fight, and I'm sure he has the talents and the ability to do that. And then hopefully step himself up next year to be fighting for some bigger and better titles. He's very capable. Just doing everything that's asked of him. He's all the team around him. Just been brilliant. Ben's done a good job with him, and I'm looking forward to seeing him at Wembley, and I'm certainly looking forward to next year seeing him step up and show everybody what he's about.
Good stuff. Royston, thank you very much. Can't believe you're only 20 years old. You're making serious strides in the game, so best of luck to you. Let's move to the cruiserweight division, where we've got Oakford. And Lewis Oakford, Commonwealth Silver Champion. There's a WBA Continental title on the line here as well. Very exciting fight. Let's start with Lewis. This is a big stage. It's a big fight for you. Are you ready for a fight like this, Lewis?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I've pretty much been training for my whole career for this point. I've been on a big stage before, but I started out at a small ball, so I'm not too familiar with these stages. But yeah, I'm looking to make the most of the opportunity. Most definitely, I can't wait for this one. It's a great fight, and like I said, I got this opportunity and I took it straight away. The opportunity is massive, so yeah, I'm taking it at both hands, most definitely.
You were a Commonwealth Silver Champion, you won that belt against Devon Miller, but you must feel like Alois Jr., as you look across to him, is a completely different proposition, really highly touted prospect.
Every fight's different, but that's what training camps are for. I know what I can do in the ring, and that's all that matters. I mean, confidence is key, that's it. I've always had that, and I always will have it. And I feel like I'm going to get the job done on the night.
He's getting a lot of hype from TNT, a lot of hype from Queensberry. Do you believe the hype?
It doesn't really matter whether I believe it or not. If everyone else does, that's fine. but I've got a job to do. I'm a fighter, and I train, I listen to my coach, and I do what's asked of me, and I believe that'll be enough, and that's all that matters.
Well, let's bring in Adeleye Jr. Adeleye, it was a proper fight, Lordy. You came through, you won your first title. It sounds like this is another real one here. Lewis Oakford, full of confidence. How you feeling?
I'm feeling very, very well. I've been here before, you know. Even in my first fight, despite me losing the first fight, I've been in challenging fights. This is just another, you know. And yeah, that's it. It's pretty much simple, really.
What do you think of your opponent?
He's well. He got a good jab. It's a bit awkward, but I know when I come close to him and I throw my shots, he's most likely going to be laying it out.
Right. Of course, in your dreams, bro.
Alright.
The one loss that Lewis Oakford has to John Hedges, it was like a technical decision. Are you looking to lay down a bit of a marker here, do a real job and show you're above all these prospects, you're clear?
No, absolutely. I know this. I don't believe it. I know I'm better than these guys. My explosive nature, my left hook, my right hook. When I put my shots together, it's very, very scary. Like for instance, majority of my wins.
Lewis, he's got here. You've got to sort of make sure you don't get caught in a trade-up with him.
I mean, the aim of the game is to to try and not get caught. It's boxing. You're going to get caught with some shots here and there. The cruiserweight division, we can all punch. Do you know what I mean? Whether our record says we have KOs or not.
You have 0 KOs, bro.
Yeah. The fact is that we can all punch, we're all cruiserweights, and if I catch you, I'll hurt you. So, all of this explosive nature, power stuff, bro, this ain't the zoo. This is boxing. At the end of the day, we're here to fight, we're here to strategize game plans and beat whoever's in front of us. So you can run around and do all this crazy wild hooks and stuff, bro, but that's all good. Like, you can only hit what's there in front of you.
And that will catch you, I'll make sure.
I feel like your opponents have been there to be hit, because they've been standing in front of you. That's just my opinion.
No worries, bro. My hands are going to be good, chin. Don't worry.
That's great. That's great. Good for you.
Good for you.
Thank you, Alois. Thank you, Lewis. Frank, great fight this.
Yes, it is. Louis fighter. He fancies a job. But you know what? Adeleye, real Okolie. That's what he is. He's the man. And he's the guy, I'm telling you, next year, and you have to be really your best. And but I just think he is something extra special.
Thank you, Frank. I appreciate it.
Well, we look forward to
You're going to try and
O'Leary, unbeaten so far in his career. No opponent yet scheduled. I've heard there's been a couple of pullouts, but I'm sure Pierce looking to make a statement and show what a force you are in this weight division, Pierce.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, I just want to thank Frank for a fantastic year so far. Back out again in December, magnificent 7. And then, obviously, then in the new year, then we want the fight for that European 12, which I'm hearing at the moment that's going to course me. So that'll send me up this year, and then we're back in next year fight for some more titles.
In this division, you've got the likes of Adeleye, who beat Horror Davis, Dalton Smith's doing very well. But we've also seen Jack Rafferty beat Henry Turner. Where do you place yourself in all of this mix? Where are you?
Number 1. I'm always number 1. Keep on saying everyone's getting mentioned, but bar mine, which is crazy. The highlight rails I'm putting off each fight. I just don't understand, but look, time will tell. I'm in a position now, I'm mandatory to fight for some big title, so we just go from there.
And that brilliant win over Darragh Foley in Belfast just a few months ago, I understand you did that with food poisoning, Pierce.
That's correct. I actually thought I was going to get pulled out of the fight 30 seconds beforehand. I was puking up. From 2:30 that morning, the fight day, right up until the fight, before walking out, floating around, so we never drank it in the morning. To be honest, I was actually a bit scared. I didn't realise what.
he's not a tremendous prospect. He's doing it. He's on the cusp of something really, really big with that amount of fights under his belt. He's in a very lively division. He's a lively fighter, and he is going to be given the platform and the opportunities to show what he's all about at the highest level. And I believe that on the night when we do have his opponents sorted out, we thought we had it done overnight, but we're waiting for the contracts to come back. when we get them signed, we'll announce it, and it's going to be another cracker of a fight, and it'll be his opportunity to get to 16-0, and as I've said about all the other guys, next year's a big, big year for us. Queensbury, everybody involved in Queensbury, all the fighters, they're going to get some great opportunities to show what they're all about, and Pierce is one of their guys.
Thank you, Frank.
You'll find out on the 7th of December.
So cheesy.
Well, come in, Sean. What do you think? What sort of magic do you think he's got up his sleeve here?
Oh, I don't know. If he's going to try and punch me in the face, I'm going to try and punch him in the face. It's pretty much boxing, isn't it?
All about that.
I'd imagine that's the plan, Matthew. But tell us how you're feeling generally about this fight. It's a big stage, big show. Must be exciting.
Well, first of all, I'd just like to thank my management team, Warren Boxing Management, Frank Warren as well at Queensbury for getting this opportunity for me. It's a massive opportunity and one that I'm looking to grab with both hands. I know it's a tough test. I've got a good fighter. Sean's a credible opponent. He's not put a foot wrong yet as a pro. Undefeated. You don't become English champion by doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? So I've got a good fight, but I've done the small hall circuit, and I'm ready for this step up now.
Where do you feel your advantages are in this fight, Matthew?
High.
I don't want to give too much away, but listen, I've got a good team around me who will put the game plan together, and I'll just execute on the night. As I said, I know it's not an easy fight, but one that I more than believe I'm capable of winning.
Opponent, so we're not taking any backward steps in the career. It's not a good step up at the right time, I believe. Yeah, it's a good test.
Why is he a good test for you? What do you think about him?
Well, he's another mover. Give me no one to stand still yet. So he's a good boxer. All round, twitch it up, first one of them. But yeah, I'm ready for it.
Plenty going on, mate. There's a question to both of you. Plenty going on in this welterweight division. We've just seen Okolie and Bentley have an incredible fight. Ethan James is there as the English champion. This is not as the English champion. He's just won an eliminator. So he's coming for you. Where do you place yourself, Sean? Where do you place yourself?
I'm more worried about this fight at the minute. We'll take one fight at a time, but yeah, I'm not too bothered about that one.
The exact same for me, Dev. I had no point looking too far ahead. I've got a job at December the 7th to do first, and then we discuss after that.
Yeah, exactly that.
Good. I mean, you two seem pretty pally.
Oh, yeah, to be fair, you get all physical and that. It's all stupid in the boxing games. We're both going to do a job. He thinks he's going to beat me, and I'm going to beat him. It's just this boxing.
It looks like another good one.
It does, two undefeated fighters. Sam's 8-0, as you say, Matthew's undefeated.
Probably not.
When you look at that, I mean, obviously, as you know, you only got to know by looking at me. I've been around for a long, long time in boxing. And for guys fighting 10-rounders in title fights, years and years ago, it'd taken 18, 20 fights before they got to a 10-round stage. And it's happening, you know, guys are moving forward quicker, fighting for titles very early in their careers. And you know, everything that, you know, that's been done up to now has been fabulous for Sean. He's done a really good job. This is going to be a good competitive fight. Now, I know this mateiness they got about it. He's talking to me about going on all the Isle of Man next year. He thinks he's going to put him up in his house, doesn't he? It's not going to happen. They're going to have a big war on the night. It's going to be a good fight. The pair of them are going to go out and show what they're all about. Two really good fighters.
One that I'm really, really looking forward to, one that I'm sure everyone in this room is excited about. It's been brewing for some time now. Dacres defends his English heavyweight crown against David Adeleye. Now, great to see you both in the same room, at the same time, at the same table. David, I'm going to start with you. This fight has been bubbling for some time. It's been rescheduled. Opening thoughts?
No, nothing. You know, it's good to be back. You know, I'm trying to get back on the scoreboard. December 7th, I get to do that against Dacres.
He's a real one. He's a live one. He's got something you want. He wants all the same things that you do. How do you feel about your opponent?
No way. Look, I'm not even going to try and sell the fight. It's not on pay-per-view. I'm not the main event. It's not for me to do that. I want to go out there. I want to do what I do as a heavyweight. And I want to stop it.
Well, let's bring in the man they call the real deal. You are the champion here, Sol. You're defending your belt. You say before that you weren't sure that David Adeleye wanted this fight. He's here, he's at this table, looks like he wants it. What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's positive signs this time, because I've sat on this table a few times and he hasn't been present, and now he's here. So it's positive signs that the business is going to go ahead this time.
What do you think of David Adeleye?
You always get this question, what do you think? What? A lot of us fighters, we don't know each other personally, so what is there to really think? I don't really think anything about it, but it's just another fighter at the end of the day, and someone I've got to get in the room with and show what we do.
You say that. You have been in each other's company before. After your win in Birmingham, he came up to you, he was touching your belt, etc. Things like that have happened, so you're not complete strangers.
Yeah.
So when I ask what you think of him, you must have some sort of feeling towards him.
You know, he liked to, after the last fight, you know, he got there, got on the cameras, you know, after, and he probably kept this fight alive, to be honest, because if I never seen him, I would have thought he's pulled out a few times. You know, his fight going to go ahead.
I'm going to come in on that. I ain't pulled out the fight a few times. I was meant to fight back in July. I got injured, and the fight got rescheduled to December. So all of this pulling out fights, some of the Dacres isn't the man to be fearful of. All the people
all I know is I've had the date.
This is not the man to be fearful of.
I've not had the pull out injury.
And then we're going to swing 4 weeks today. So
yeah,
what going on?
That's what I'm here for, you know, and that's what I'm here to do is box, and you know, hopefully David's into box this time as well, and not go missing and be at NPC for a year.
No, but see, this is the thing, though. I think, like I said to you, we was meant to fight one time, which was in July. July never happened. I was
It says one time. I've heard it a couple of times because I've been to a couple
I was told different things. So obviously now we're fighting in December.
Yeah, no.
I went to try and sell the fight after his last performance in July, but I mean, Dacres isn't the guy to sell a fight. He ain't got a personality, so he just got.
I ain't got a fake personality. I'm just.
No, but my personality.
You know what I mean? I'm just who I am. I'm just a fighter at the end of the day. I'm not trying to be a celebrity or trying to do something outside of it. I'm just trying to get in the ring and do my business. So that's what it matters to me.
Like I said, some Dacres don't have a personality, so you ain't the person to basically sell a fight with. So yeah, like I said, December 7th we then fight. When we get to scheduling then.
Okay, I see you there, brother.
No doubt.
Anyone got a gum shield? Anyone got a gum shield? Come on.
You're good, man. I'm just playing, man. You're good. Listen, December 7th.
Oh, Matthew, ready here.
No, we're good. December 7th from a little bit. Really get it on. Yeah, man, get the ball rolling from there.
Right, let me just ask you one final thing each. So, after your fight with Michael Webster, you said the same thing would happen to David Adeleye. So that was a pretty convincing knockout win. You put your shots together, you got him out of there. Yeah. Is that how you're seeing this?
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing, yeah.
So Dacres gonna knock out a wank, talking about knocking him.
I knocked out my last opponent, so I'm going to say second
Fantastic stuff. Thank you, gentlemen, both predicting a knockout win. It sounds like. Frank, brilliant fight.
It's been postponed a couple of times, but it's on now. And both of these guys won it. And it's, you know, you look at it, David's undefeated in title fights that he's had, and obviously so he's undefeated in all of his fights. So we're going to get something again a little bit special here. Whoever wins this is going to go on to the next level, and we've seen what's the next level. Some good fights there, some good domestic fights. You know, you look at Fabio and Moses, all the guys all floating around. Lawrence is on the scene. I know he's a former world champion, so we'll talk about him in a moment when you do it. But these two guys, they're in a sexy division, a very sexy division, a lively division, and it's a division where you can go and make some serious money by delivering. So let's see who delivers on.
Wait's done it at Bridgeway. The source, Lawrence Okolie. Great to see you, Lawrence.
Yes, thank you. It's great to be here. Queensbury debut, as I said, you're one of the main reasons why I joined Queensbury, so thank you for having me.
How does it feel though? This is finally it. People have been talking about what can Okolie do at heavyweight. We've seen what we can do in the other weights. It feels like you're going to make a bit of an impression on this division.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think the fact that I was, building myself down to cruiserweight last year, and now I'm struggling to get back down to 110 kilos. It means, you know, it's definitely always meant to be a bigger boy. And I do enjoy heavyweight boxing, what it looks like, what it feels like. I mean, we just saw now with Solomon, and as soon as they said let's go, everyone starts moving, and I like that. That's what heavyweight boxing is about, so I'm looking forward to it.
You've got good ranking, WBC, you're well up there. I've heard some of your interviews, you've been calling out all sorts of names, the sort of names that people don't really call out. It sounds like the source is here for all the smoke.
Yeah, I just think at the end of the day, you know, I've had a lot of experience. I've won 2 world titles. I'm big enough, strong enough, good enough, so I might as well get in there with the top boys and let's see what happens.
How do you feel you shape up actually? Obviously we've got a couple of heavyweights here, I'm not trying to stop everything, but like shape-wise, how do you feel you shape up?
I don't know, it's hard for me to say. I don't know how does it look to you?
You look pretty big to me.
Yeah, so
everyone does, to be fair.
Fair enough. But yeah, like I said, it's always to see I'm fighting because it's always very different, you know. By the end of the day, like I said, I feel very strong, very powerful. It's the best that I've done in my boxing career, so it's just time to go out there and show it.
Well, the man you'll be taking on...
14 knockouts, good upright boxer, throws a good straight right hand. Like I said, he's good, and at the end of the day, he's going to be the heaviest guy I've been in the ring with, so I have to give him his respect, but I'm going to go out there and put on a big statement, because as Frank said, being at Queensbury, if you're good enough, you get an opportunity, and then if you're good enough, you win the opportunity, and boxing's been good to me, and we're still going on from that, so let's go get it.
Well, let's bring in your opponent and sound very, very confident that you're going to do the job, and you're actually going to ruin Lawrence Okolie's heavyweight debut. What's going on in your mind?
First of all, good afternoon, London. And yeah, of course I'm confident. Why I'm a professional boxer? Because I want to win every time, and I'm sure that I will win. I know Lawrence Okolie from training camp in GB in Sheffield with AJ, and he's a nice guy. He's a good man. He was a good cruiserweight world champion. But this is heavyweight division, and I will welcome him in the heavyweight division with some heavy shots.
Well, you are going to be the heaviest man that he ever steps in the ring with. How much do you make that a factor in this? Is that the main difference there? What do you think?
Yes, I don't believe in that size or something. I think it's matter a little bit, but at the end of the day, there's some other. You have to be skillful. You have to be confident. You have to be you have to have experience, and Lawrence have the experience, especially in the championship fights. And I think it will be a great fight. And I think he will face a very strong and very comfortable opponent. I respect him. I'm happy to fight here in London, to fight in the big stage. But I'm just happy, you know. I'm not I'm not nervous, nothing. I'm just happy. I just want a good fight. I want a good fight for the boxing community, and I love the British fans because they are very, very they are behind the sport of boxing. That's why I love to be here. And yeah, Lawrence Okolie will see a very strong opponent, and he will get some heavy shots. Trust me.
Well, you've got 14 knockouts, all at heavyweight. Do you feel like when you hit Lawrence Okolie, he'll know about it more than ever before in his career?
I think none of his opponents will hit hard as I hit. But yeah, I don't know. I'm 100% sure that I will be fit, and that day I will throw some heavy punches. And I'm sorry, it's a little bit hard to understand you guys with your accent. For me, the British accent is not easy. Yes, but anyways, I'm happy, and I will be 100% fit at that day.
Get your man here.
I stopped him in the first 6 rounds.
Come on, Lawrence. Okay. Good luck, bro. I like him, man. Good luck, you know.
It's like, it's interesting though. As I said, it's that whole thing of heavyweights. I think I need to really make a statement because I think they get very confused with me being a cruiserweight and so on and so forth. So I'll make a statement.
I don't see you as a cruiserweight. You are a heavyweight right now. You look big, and I respect you as a heavyweight. I respect you as a former cruiserweight champion. I don't think he's he's not strong enough or this and that. No, I expect a very strong round to Okolie, but anyways, don't say that you will knock me off in the first 6 months. That's me, bro.
Thank you, Noakes. Thank you, Hussein. A word from yourself, Frank.
There's no doubt about that. And Lawrence has done everything he could do. 2-time world champion at cruiserweight, and now he's moved up to heavyweight. And you think of people who moved up before, like Usyk, Adeleye, all gone on to do big things. Can he emulate them? This will be his opportunity to see. You know, for me, watching his fights in the past, he's always looked tight at the weight. This time he hasn't got to worry about making it to heavyweight, and I think that'll add something to what he brings to the ring. But he's in with a guy in Hussein who really does fancy it comes to fight. If you look at about 38 fights and 29 stoppage in between them. So they're heavy hitters, big punchers, and that's what people are paying for, to see good.
Obviously my brothers are Graham. I'm here because I'm stubborn. I'm here because I'm consistent. I'm here because I'm disciplined. Without them simple things, I won't be here. So what do I want? Just to get through this next 24 hours without any sort of stress and drama. What do I want out of boxing? I've always felt boxing owes me something. And December the 7th, there's 3 belts. If that doesn't excite me, nothing can. 3 belts on the line. That's a really nice early Christmas present.
Right, for so long you've been like the president of the Who Needs Him Club, right? So what did you think when the president got the call from one of the most exciting contenders coming through, not just in British boxing, but in the world right now, in Sam Noakes? What did you think? Did you think, what was he giving me a call for? Did you think, yeah, I've got it?
I respect that, but I am still surprised because the call before was a surprise. You get to a certain stage in your career, people want to build their profile off whatever you've done before. So I got one call, and I feel like this call is like the people who work for buses want you wearing all the time, and then 2 come along. This is the second one of that. So I'm still in a little bit of shock and surprise, but I'm still grateful because fair play to Sammy's team. I'm sure there's easier options, and yeah, I got massive respect for that.
No, I think, you know, like obviously everyone talks about world titles and this and that, and I think you can't get to that stage without having easy fights. And obviously, as you say, he's coming off a great win at lightweight against Reece Moulton, who was arguably one of the better fighters in the country. So, and I think obviously he's not got quit in him. He ain't never been stopped. He's still got a lot of fight left in him. So obviously that age isn't a query or anything like that. So I think it's a good fight for me, a good learning fight. Obviously, if I'm looking to get on the world stage next year, then I think a good win against Walsh will put me there.
You got the knockout streak going again. It was an incredible streak. I think it took you to 14-0, 13-0 around that, and then you 13-0 went the distance for the first time. But you got it going again now. Does that streak continue against Ryan Walsh?
I'll be happy if it does, but listen, durability, I think he's got it there, do you know what I mean? I think obviously I'm training like it's going to be a real hard fight because I know it's going to be. Obviously if the stoppage comes I'll be buzzing, but if not, nice 12 rounds before Christmas, eh? But listen, it's a good fight, not taking it lightly. The age and all that's irrelevant, he's got plenty of fight in him, and I'm looking forward to getting in there in a good tear.
And it's the age of boxing and styles make fights, but if I could pick a style to fight me, it would be Sam's style. I think you just need more. I've fought a few styles similar to Sam, but obviously it's heavier. But I just feel he's not a southpaw. If you look at my record, I'm not a big fan of southpaws. A lot of my losses have come to southpaw.
You never know, I might be able to switch.
I did see him switch.
I'll put that in my back pocket.
I've seen him switch, and I can switch. Stylistically, this is definitely it's going to be a great fight. In the last fight, in the last show I was on, they were touting it as fight of the night. If this isn't fight of the night, I'll be shocked. That's what I'm preparing for. I'm preparing for the hardest fight of my career. against one of the biggest punchers in my career. He's not the biggest puncher. I've sat exactly like this before with a fighter who's had more knockouts. 2 fighters possibly have had more knockouts in a different stage of my career, at a different weight. So this isn't new to me. But it just excited me just like it did before. They were both orthodox fighters as well, so yeah. It's the 3rd time I've been in this situation.
Social media, when it was announced, Brad Walsh makes the first defence of his British title. There's multiple belts on the line as he takes on former 2-time British champion Denzel Bentley. And Denzel, you are the challenger heading into this fight. There were talk of Hamza Shiraz, talk of Adeleye. You've got Brad Walsh here, his tail's very much up. He's beaten a man that beat you. Tell us what you're thinking about this fight.
It's a good fight. I mean, it's been a minute since I've been in this position, you know, the challenger. But yeah, overall, I think it's going to be a good fight. And like you said, you know, we've got good reception from the fans, so I think everyone will be entertained by it.
When you're boxing at British level, Nathan Healey's side, guys like Danny Dickman, Marcus Morrison, Derek Asazi, you tend to just wipe them out and do so pretty quickly. When you look at Brad Walsh, do you look at him as another one of them, or do you think he's above that? What do you think in your heart?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, he's the champion right now. I respect him as a champion and as a fighter. But, you know, I've got to go in there and, you know, assess it, essentially. But, look, I'm in here to, you know, prepare myself and move forward in my career, and I've got to get through guys like Brad Walsh if I wish to do so. So, you know, it could be a 2-round, 3-round job, it could be a 4-round, whatever it is, I'll be prepared.
Were you impressed with his fights with Nathan Healey? He stopped Nathan Healey last time out?
Yeah, no, good for him, man. Look, well done, man. I don't know there's not much more I can say about that. He done what he needed to do, and we're here now. And I just feel like, you know, losing to Healey, I created a whole mess in the division, and this is my chance to clean it up.
Well, let's bring in the champion. For the first time in this fight, you'll be announced as the reigning defending British champion. Has that all sunk in for you, by the way, Brad? You made history.
Yeah, it took a little while, but yeah, it settled in. I'm here as a champion, I'm not here by accident. I've earned my right to be here. Like Denzel, former British champion, so it's a high level fight and one I'm excited about.
You've said it's the toughest fight of your life, is what you're preparing for from your Instagram. What makes him so tough? Tell us your thoughts on Denzel Bentley.
Definitely the toughest fight. I know that from sparring him myself. I know obviously he fought my gym mate Linus. And look at his fights, domestic lads, he ices. You've got to be switched on for the full 12. Denzel hits hard, I hit hard. It's going to be a really exciting fight. But I'm going to have to be better than I was in my last fight to win. But it's going to be a great fight, great card. I'm just, happy to be here.
And when it comes to a certain level of fight,
Got to step up, got to keep improving. We know the fight was dangerous when we took it. But you've got to back yourself. I feel if I do things right, listen to my coach, it's there for me.
Denzel, I'm hearing whispers that Omar's done an interview at Box Nation, and as part of that interview you said that you're going to make Brad Walsh quit. Give us more on that. Have I misunderstood it? Give me something.
I mean, I want to knock him out. I want to, you know, I want to stop him. But I know he's a tough guy, and if he doesn't go down, then I'll be forced to make him quit, and I think I can do that.
Yeah, we all knockouts, yeah. The fans love him. As a fighter, you love him. I suppose we'll have to see. It's a good fight, it's a dangerous fight for us both. You know, I respect Denzel. May the best man win.
Why do you win?
Play to my strengths, listen to my coach, and boxing's a funny old game. Last year I'm small hole, scraping by. This year I'm 3 back-to-back main events, thanks to Frank and who's looked after me. And you won't win away. Denzel's number 2 in the world, I believe, WBO, and a world title shot for the winner isn't out of the question. So with so much to gain, the motivation is different levels. So everything I've got December the 7th.
And Denzel, why do you get the job done?
I believe in myself, and I'm a good fighter. I know I've got what it takes, you know, to be at that level. And if I want to be at that level, I've got to get through this level. So, yeah, I mean, we have to see, you know, how it plays out December 7th, but I'm very confident in what I can do.
Thank you, Brad. World rankings on the line as well.
There are, I mean, you know, and as Denzel said and Brad said, it's been really well received online. It's a very competitive fight. And there is a lot for both of them to aim for. Denzel's ranked number 2 in the WBO, he's ranked in other organisations high. Hamza today vacated the European title. Brad was the mandatory for that, so we've narrowed it right for also to be the European title, so that's on the line as well, or we hope it'll be on the line. And they've got it all to go for. Whoever wins this fight, with a few of the fights today, they will be fighting for a world title next year. We will deliver the winner of this fight a world title. No doubt about it. That's what you got first. That's what you two are stepping in the ring for in December to get the winner. I will deliver a world title. And that's what it's all about. That's what you want.
Motivation.
Should have won it last time. You're very unlucky, Denzel, not to be a world champion. He showed what it's all about at that level. And he's had a couple of setbacks and come back from it. That's what good fighters do. And for Brad, he went into the other guy's backyard, all his supporters, and done what he had to do. So there's a lot going on in this fight. There's a lot, this guy beat this one, that one beat that one, and so forth. But where we are now is crunch time. This is it. Win the fight. Who comes through it's got a world title.